Hi, and welcome to my very awkward intro. My name is Susan/Bambi, and this is Bambi's Rambles. How are we, friends? Are we good? That's good. And if you're not okay, that's okay too. So, before we start the video, I just want to say I miss you all so much. I am doing much better. There's a long story, a long process, a whole lot of stuff that I want to update you guys on. If you want a video, let me know down below. And if you like me, you like my vibe, subscribe. But if you don't like me, if you don't like my vibe, don't subscribe. Don't watch me. As simple as that. That's like going to someone's front door and saying, "Hi, I don't like you." There's no point. You're only wasting your own time here. Anyway, I want to talk today about... This is such an exhausting topic because the comments I get from people when it comes to Radiant Brit is exhausting. But I'm wearing a lot of highlighter to protect me from the Radiant crew, okay? Long history of Radiant Brit. I'm not going to talk about what happened behind the scenes. I'm not going to talk about my history of Radiant Brit, my personal feelings and opinions on Radiant Brit. It's not going to happen. I've got no interest in it, okay? But what I am going to tell you is for a little while there, she kind of changed it up and went back to a million moons ago where she wasn't so judgmental and hypocritical. But now we're just getting to a point now where it's just, you can't ignore it. It's like, it's that in your face. Like, I don't know, what's that in your face? A colicky baby, like that's that type of in your face. You know what I mean? Speaking of babies, let's talk about the anti-mummy vlogger movement. I made videos on it before. I don't believe in it. I think it's a load of garbage. And that's just my personal opinion. And the whole idea of take your kids off Instagram, take your kids off Facebook, that would be every single mum that I've ever come across, because 90% of stay-at-home mums share a lot of their children on the internet. I don't see the problem. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. The other thing is, she posted a video 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago now. And it was about her praising a TikTok account. This TikTok account is by a mother and her son. He is nonverbal autistic, and they started when they were 15. When he was 15, they started this channel. And it's very educational. There's a lot of information on there. She talks about his cues and his sensory stuff and all these different things. And guess what? I have no problem with this channel. Zero, zilch, none. I feel like when it comes to autism, being someone that is autistic myself, my child is also autistic, the more education, the better. Honestly, I mean that. Educate people, get people to understand. Being neurodiverse, living in a neurotypical world is incredibly difficult. And I think we need a lot more of that when we're not every day exposed to it. I think it's really helpful for people to understand and learn, not only just with autism, but a lot of different disabilities. I think we all should be educated on a lot of that, so we know how to mind our P's and Q's, how to really respect and understand how challenging sometimes this world can be for neurodiverse people. Now, that's my whole opinion on the entire channel. I have no other opinion. I think this woman, this mother is incredible. I think she is powerful. I think everything that she does for her child is beautiful. But the thing is that bothers me literally has nothing to do with this channel. It's everything to do with Radiant Brit. For Radiant Brit to sit on her platform and tell people day in and day out that no minor should be on the internet, including yelling and screaming at Tara Henderson, who I don't watch mummy vloggers, right? I understand the appeal. I get the appeal. I have friends that watch mummy vloggers, but for me, it's not my vibe, right? Talk to me all day, every day about cults and stuff, but not that, okay? Now, So Radiant Britt talks about how we shouldn't have any children, any minors, regardless, on the internet. None, zero, zilch. So when she makes a video, a 13-minute video, explaining how she is loving watching this channel, she is advertising this channel, she is sharing this channel, she is praising this channel. It has nothing, and I mean nothing, to do with the fact that this is a neurodiverse child. It has nothing to do with that. What it has to do with is the fact that this is hypocrisy in the most purest form. And if you cannot see that, I cannot help you. Because her sitting there saying that Tara Henderson is not relatable because she orders DoorDash and shows a baby photo and so on and so forth. That makes no sense to me. I've never watched this woman in my life, nor do I plan on it. But the fact that she ordered DoorDash is by far the most relatable thing I've heard all week. How many times do us mums order DoorDash, Uber Eats, something like that, because we have children running around the house? We cannot be bothered with that. These kids want to eat mac and cheese all the dang time, or 2-minute noodles, or toasted cheese sandwiches, or my daughter wants to eat peanut butter sandwiches 24/7. I don't want that, and I don't want to clean the kitchen 700 times a day. So I will order myself some Zambreros while my kids have their meal. What is wrong with that? Like, that is like such a mum thing to do. I can't tell you how many mums I have heard that do this. Like, I don't understand. And if we're not doing that, we're getting the twisties or the Cheetos from the top shelf and shoving our face with it at 9 o'clock in the morning because we just need to eat something because these kids are just on the go. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is unrelatable is you constantly telling people what is relatable. That's what's unrelatable, Brit. You don't have a say in what is relatable when it comes to content on the internet. It doesn't matter. I watch Nicholas Diorio. He does 3-hour streams about video games. I don't watch video. That's not relatable to me. I don't play video games, but I still watch it. I watch The Real Housewives of New York City. Do you think Ramona Singer is relatable to me? Hell no. We couldn't be any more different. But it's not about that. It's not about that. It's the fact that you say all these horrible things about this mother, but then this mother, everything's fine. She's allowed to do everything because it's educational, it's this, it's that, so on and so forth. No, because we have people in the autistic community that are mothers at home that want a community. So they go to channels like that, where they feel like that's relatable to them. That helps them understand better, answer questions, feel like you're a part of something. When it comes to neurotypical children that maybe Tara Henderson has, where she's not having these sort of different challenges that this mum is, she still has a community of people that are just like, oh, it's just another relatable mum. Even though she's a YouTube something or other, her kids still drive her nuts. And she still has to order DoorDash like the rest of us. There are things that are relatable that you don't know about, Brit. And that is not to attack you or bash you because you are not a mother. It is because you cannot tell people what is relatable to parents when you are not a parent. That is not to be disrespectful. If you take it the wrong way, that says more about you than it does about me. And I'm talking about the subscribers, not Radiant Britt. How can you say in one mouthful, take all of these children off the internet, but allow, in your words, another child on the internet? Allow his meltdowns to be filmed. Allow, his mum putting a camera in his face, letting people know when he is upset. But you're saying that he gives non-verbal cues to say that he can consent. But these other children can't consent? Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to me, and it is hypocrisy at its finest. And quite frankly, how people are not going off about this, I don't get it. Because you say in one breath, people are weird for caring if a YouTuber takes their children off their platform. That might be freaking weird. I don't freaking know. I don't care. Or you think it's weird that people sit and watch other people's children. That's weird. That's weird. But then you have people with autistic children that want to watch this autistic child, or people that don't have children but want to watch this autistic child, and you think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. And quite frankly, it's offensive. People with disabilities should be treated the same as everybody else. You're wearing kid gloves. You're pandering to people with autism and autistic children. Your whole comment section is people praising you. Because if you had bashed that, people would have come for you. So you changed your opinion to suit what would be like aesthetically pleasing to your audience. And I'm not one to sit here and say I represent the entire autistic community or I represent the entire mothers of autistic children. I don't. We're all different in our opinion. Just how everyone is different about mummy vloggers. Everyone has a different opinion. But you need to stop trying to talk about taking down some of these mums and mummy vloggers whilst being okay with this. How is that keeping the same energy? It is not, and it is awkward, it is embarrassing, and it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. Now, when she said in her video that she understands that this is hypocritical, she understands it. So she knows it's hypocritical, but she wants to make excuses before people come for her on it, instead of just admitting that maybe this wasn't a good video to put out, because it is hypocritical. She goes on to state that this is different in regards to mummy vloggers sharing intimate shoppings with their daughters and all that sort of stuff. That shouldn't be on the internet. I ain't gonna argue with ya. But why should that be on the internet? Like, shouldn't be on the internet, but this woman is obviously sharing images and things like that of her son having a meltdown and being uncomfortable, and can see non-verbal cues in him that he is uncomfortable in the scenario he's in, but continues to film. Now, I'm not judging this mother. I have no horse in this race. I ain't judging anybody, quite frankly. I don't give a shit. But how can you say that and then say that? Do you know that children with disabilities are 10 times more likely to be attacked or approached by predators than non-disabled children? Do you realize they are more at risk than others? And maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I'm wrong here. But non-verbal cannot give consent if a child that is verbal cannot give consent. You say children, minors cannot give consent. It is across the board, Brit. It's across the board. Now you have 150 likes and 5 dislikes and like 30 comments. 30 comments on a video that has 1,600 views. Tell me how that makes sense. Am I reaching? Probably reaching for the stars, mate. But that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry. It doesn't. But everyone is praising you, and you've built a little community of people, and they're talking about their autism, their children's autism, so on and so forth. And I think that's beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. But maybe some of these mummy vloggers, when they talk about their children, have another set of community that they have, that share situations, conversations, relatability in those comment sections. You don't want any minor on the internet, but in the past week, you've had 2 minors, one not even being on any platform. You put them on your platform. They're on another platform, but you get what I'm saying. You put them in the public eye yet again in front of your 11,000 subscribers. I don't understand it. And you know what? And if If you understand it and you think that I'm wrong, give me a dislike. Or go watch Radiant Britt. I don't know. Do you have taken time off YouTube? But I went and watched Marissa's video this morning. It was my video with my morning coffee. I went and watched that. Does that look spooky to you guys? Anyway, I went and watched that and then I went in the comment section. People were talking about the way she exploited and chose this situation to give grace to, which is the nonverbal autistic child at his mother's TikTok platform. And I went to go watch the video, and I can't even. So before people come in my comment section and say you're flip-flopping again, you're so on and so forth, you're this and that, you don't know what happens behind closed doors, nor do you need to. I'm just calling out some nonsense like I did with the Peter Mon situation. I am not about anything more than keeping the same energy on every single situation, okay? Now, I got all this information, I gathered a lot of this before going and doing my research, which is another thing Radiant Britt doesn't do, but I won't talk about that today. From Marissa from Not Another Housewife. I will link her channel down below. Please go subscribe to her. Her and I are very, very, very different. I say she's my problematic sister. I teach her more empathy. She teaches me to buck up a little bit and not be so sensitive. So we even each other out quite a bit. We don't always agree on things, but in this sort of situation, we kind of have the same sort of opinion here. Being mothers ourselves, we kind of see some of the things that Brit says about other mothers is it might not be relatable to her, but it's relatable to us as mothers. Yeah, I don't know. That might come across as harsh because she's not a mother. She can have opinions on these things, that's fine. But to say what is relatable to other mothers when you are not a mother does not make sense to me. The amount of times, I'm not even going to go into it again. Seriously, I'm not even going to go into it. But the amount of times that people have made comments on what it's like to be a mother when they're not a mother drives me insane.
I'm your fan.
You're my fan? Yeah. Come. Everyone, who have we missed? We have missed Jose. So welcome, my beautiful husband, Jose. I want you to film with me, babe.
Yeah, we'll film together.
What are we going to film?
Something. I love you.
We're going to be going to the gym, him and I. Aren't we, babe?
Yeah.
Pumping that iron.
Yeah.
Instead of me sitting at home eating twisties. We're gonna go to the gym.
We'll do something more relatable.
Something more relatable. Oh my God.
I love you. I
love you too, sweetheart. Babe.
Who that say they gonna beat them Saints?
That's for you, Steph. Now, Marissa is going in to have her baby at some point in the next week or so. So I just want to say the best of wishes to Marissa on the safe arrival of her baba. I'm very, very excited for her and her husband and the rest of the littlies. You're a phenomenal mother, Marissa, and I'm really proud of you. And I think you're doing an amazing job with your channel. Anyway, guys, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember to like, subscribe, send a pigeon, keep the same energy. Stop being hypocritical and yelling at everybody. Yeah. Is that it? Is that normally what I say? See, I'm new. I'm back. I don't know where I'm at. But anyway, I love you all so much. I really appreciate it. If you don't like me, I don't know. I gotta stop being so awkward and just rambling, but at the same time, that's a lot of contour. You know, you have to wear your makeup so different in front of a ring light than anything else. That reminds me, you know what's so funny? People that judge my appearance whilst being behind an avatar on YouTube. Get on camera, film a video. I'll tell everyone to subscribe to you. Anyway, love you all so much. Bye.